my black tank. I should have wore a different color tank. Super, super high, suck you in waistband panel that makes you feel and look one size, I don't know. I'm gonna say 2 sizes. Thinner, smaller, okay? What this panel does is a waist shaping panel that stays up, does not roll down, and sucks in all of the loosey-goosey, you know, extra fluff, if I can say that, okay? And gives you shape, okay? So it is a shaping in compression panel. Now, the leggings portion is matte black fabric, very, very nice. It's our Perfect Fit tank material, but we have it engineered for leggings, so it's not quite the same. Okay, so it's thicker, very, very nice jet black, but I don't know, can you guys see? Okay, it is a very, very high waist panel, like literally my bra is right here. Okay, now over years of wearing these, I wore these 6 years ago when we made them. I wore test them for ages then, okay? After all the years, I've been wearing them since. We've been redesigning, recreating, re-engineering this material since then, okay? We made changes from the previous design. 1, the panel is higher, starts lower and goes higher. The reason it is so high and needs to be so high is so that you don't roll down, okay? So if you are compressing your tummy, your midsection, smoothing out all of this stuff, okay, the stuff needs to either go up or down, okay? And if it's gonna get pushed up or pushed down, that can cause the panel, could cause the panel to roll down. So yes, this panel is going to go very, very high. Some of you might say, if I were to pull this all the way up, I could have a onesie because I could pull this over my boobs. Okay, some of you might say that. Some of you might comment on our VIP page and say, am I supposed to wear this right under the bra? The answer is yes. And it's strategic to wear up that high so that you're truly compressing where all of the smoothing out needs to happen, that it doesn't push up and cause this to roll down, okay? Strategic, planned, wore test over and over and over again to really get this panel to do its job that's created to do, okay? It is compression, it is suck you in, but when you get this on your body, you're not uncomfortable. I think that's one of the ways, like that's why we created it, to be so high and to have that support all the way around, is because you're getting that feeling of feeling secure, but this is not, I was gonna use a brand name word, I don't know if I should use it or not, but it's not this brand name compression that you literally feel like you're suffocating yourself, okay? Okay, so what this does is suck you in, shapes your curves, and smooths this all out, okay? Now, I'm gonna go back to the fact that we just talked about there's leggings for every reason. I love these when I feel like I'm going on a date, when I'm going on a date night, church, somewhere I kind of need to dress nice, or if I'm gonna have like a dress or a long tunic or something over that, and you don't want a legging that cuts in and gives you rolls. This smooths you all the way up to your bust, okay? Nearly. Now, the material, I feel like I can talk about these for a whole hour. Deanna said no S word. She knows the word. She knows the brand name I was about to say. Okay. So I feel like I could talk about these alone for the whole hour. I don't even know where to go with this. We engineered these to have a very unique all-way stretch. Okay. So I'm going to talk to you next about the inseam length. These have a customizable inseam length, meaning if you're shorter inseam or if you're tall, you're like 5'11", 6'1", or whatever, and you have a long inseam, these will actually fit and work and give you a 7-inch, up to a 7-inch variety in your inseam because of where you place the fabric, okay? So bear with me here. When you put these on, you want to put your ankle where you want your ankle to be. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna do full-on demonstration for you guys. Okay, so if I was if I was super tall or had a long inseam, I'm gonna show you. See what I can do here? I can extend this length of the leg to be a lot longer than where my ankle is. Some of you even wear, I think, is this Pilates or yoga? What is this? Some Pilates or yoga people, I think, actually wear their leggings like this. But I did this to kind of see and show you how much more length you can get in these, okay? So when you put them on, you put your ankle where you want your ankle. If you want your ankle to be a little bit more cropped, okay, put your ankle a little bit more cropped. Then you are going to retract the fabric, okay, by plucking out around your body. And that fabric is going to go to where you put it, okay? Pluck it out. I'm getting like the biggest, I didn't mean to do this demonstration, okay? But then it retracts your fabric back. You definitely want to pull out around the hips, the booty. You don't have to in your waist. That panel's gonna go where you put it. So we're gonna talk about that next, with that panel. But see how I just created like a cropped ankle version? You guys see that? Okay, cropped ankle version on this by putting that ankle where I want it. Now, I want it a little bit longer, so then we're just gonna adjust the fabric all the way down. So you're gonna put these on like you would tights, nylons, pantyhose. I hate the word pantyhose, you guys. If my friends are watching, Heidi or Molly, my besties, my whole life, they're gonna say, I can't believe Melissa actually used that word. You want to work the material up as you put these on, okay? If you step into this like you would your favorite pair of pants, okay? If you just shove a leg in, shove another leg in, and go like this, you are gonna extend these things up past your bust and shoulders and you probably pull them past your head. You don't want to do that. That's going to create a lot of too much vertical stretch. So you want to put the ankle and then you want to work the fabric as you would like a pair of nylons, hose, pantyhose, I can't say, okay? All the way up. When you get to your hips, you're gonna feel tension when you come up here, especially if you have curves and hips, you're gonna feel tension. Get that panel up to where you want it. We lowered, oh, you guys can't see. I don't think you can see, it's too black. One of the redesigns we did on these is that I had natural births. I didn't have a C-section, but those of you who had C-sections, or whether or not, regardless, when you have babies, you get extra stuff right here, right? Okay, so the previous design, the waist shaping panel hit above that area and kind of pushed downwards, and I didn't like that, okay? So I feel like I would have taken the camera with me. We started this waist shaping panel a lot lower. This is like gonna be what C-section level is. See here, this comes right down, dips here, comes up to hip level, and then nice dip here, even in the back to control the back suck you in too, okay? Okay, I feel like there's gonna be a million questions on these. That's the differences. The waist shaping panel starts lower, goes higher, okay? Starts a lot lower than what I did. I wanna say like the previous version was like up above hip level. This is much lower. When you put these on, like I said, get your ankles where you want them, work this material up, and then work to get the panel where you want it. Once you get the panel where you want it, it stays put. It does not move, does not roll, does not shift, does not slide, does not, you don't have to like hike this up like you were the S word brand. You don't feel sucked in. You feel comfortable, you feel contained, you feel secure, put together, nice. Like I feel like I just gave myself, you know, shape and smooth this whole out, but I'm not like dying sitting at my desk going, oh, I can't breathe, someone take these off of me, okay? Whew. Okay, I know there's gonna be questions. Can I bring some people up and then we try to bring people out and then we can try to talk. We can try to talk. You're gonna see people different inseams lengths to help you. And yes, I still do have my tank just folded up here so you can see how high this goes. Obviously, it's made to be worn under to, you know, smooth. I just gave myself, I don't have much of a waist. Yes, I have lost weight, but overall I'm kind of wide throughout the midsection. But I feel like that just gave me that extra, like, suck you in. Okay. All right, Gabby's in these. So whether you wear these super casual, okay, some of you are like, I just need to wear these every day because I want the shaping and I love the feel and I love how dark and rich and expensive this fabric is. Some of you just are going to use these for dress up occasions, times that you want to feel sucked in and nice. Like these are just kind of more of a personal preference, unique times of wearing or whatever. And some of you are just like, I wear these every day. In fact, I saw someone post somewhere, I don't know, I think it was on a regular page. They were like, I'm buying 5 pairs of these because I have worn mine so much. I wear them all the time. So it's definitely, some people are like, I have to wear these. I love that feeling of feeling put together, sucked in, feeling smaller. Okay. So just depending, you can go casual, you can go dressy, they have that black, rich, expensive, very nice, not shiny. A lot of times shapewear can get shiny when it's stretched. You're not going to see any shine or sheen through these. Okay. So Gabby's in her normal size. So height, tall, long, short inseams, long inseams, that's going to be adjustable through depending where you put that fabric. Okay, extra small on her. Okay, Natalie's here. She's coming out. I think she's in her normal. Holly's next, but someone asked about Holly. I think she's going to come out in her normal size. We'll see. Okay, Holly's next. Holly's in. Holly, you're in a small. Okay, Holly and I are both in the small, which are normal size. I would stay in your normal size in these and know that in your normal size, you are going to be offered compression in your waist, okay? It's going to look small when you get it. It's going to feel tight when you go up in it, right? Because you got to get over those hips and get this to suck in here, okay? It's going to feel snug. Once you get it on and it's in the right spot is where it feels great. So normal size on her. Again, we both worked with our ankles yesterday. And I showed you we can get a lot more length through these depending on where you want them to sit. Okay, good. Becky, on these these are not a tuck-in type of a shirt. This is where, like, I just have a tank undone. You don't tuck anything into these, okay? Because like I said, that panel is way up here intentionally, so that when you're shaping and sucking this in, you're not gonna get rolling over, sliding down, pulling down, whatever. Nothing tuck in these, okay? Natalie is in, are you in your normal size?
I'm in a large, but I could probably go down also.
Okay.
Which is confusing probably.
No, that's okay. No, we want to hear the real thing. So here's the thing. If you don't carry your weight in your midsection, some of you are gonna have different levels of preference of compression. I would say for the most part, stay in your normal size. Depending on your body shape, or if you're between sizes, you could go up for a less compression feel or down for a more compression feel. Mm-hmm. That's going to be your personal preference. So do you feel like if you went down, you'd suck in more?
Yes.
Okay, so you feel it, but you're just not super snappy?
Right, and like probably because I wear a 10 and these are like 10, 12.
Yeah.
You know, like, so,
you're
yes, like these are very, very comfortable.
Okay, so she is super comfortable in the large. Mm-hmm. Because she's the between size, then she could go down and get a harder sucking, a harder shaping, okay, a more serious shaping panel, again, based on preference, or she can be comfortable in these and just have that smoothing effect being in the comfortable, okay? Okay, yes, Alyssa, Sophia wears a size small, okay? Lisa, great question on these. Amanda's gonna come off and show them in her.
Sorry.
I wouldn't suggest these for maternity. Unless you go up, okay? In maternity, I mean, obviously it looks like it could fit a belly, but you don't really want to suck a belly in when you're pregnant, unless that feels good to you, unless you're early on in your pregnancy and you want that added support. These would be fabulous for postpartum, okay? That was another time that I was like, man, I wish I was wear testing these after I had a baby, because I feel like that's a time when you want that extra security through here, and you want that extra, like, come on body, suck it back in. You got stretched out, now suck it back in. Maternity, in the version that we made 5 years ago, sorry guys, I'm getting a glare off of a car right in my face. The version that we made 5 years ago the panel was a lot more spongy, okay? This one is actually like creating shapes. The spongy version, the previous version worked better for maternity and was suggested for maternity. I think we even took it on a couple of pregnant, take pictures on pregnant women. I wouldn't recommend this one unless you go up a size. Okay. Okay, Amanda can come out now.
Sorry.
No, we were wear testing these and she was like, I'm gonna hate these. I think those are the words you said.
Oh yeah, I'm like, I'm not.
She's like, this is not the body type for me to like these. And I was like, no, get them on the right spot. And we have to wear test them together. So I'm like, we're in this together. We're gonna dye in them. We know we have to correct them. And once she got them on, got the panel in the right spot, she's like, wait, I like these.
They're so comfortable once you get them on.
You gotta get them on. I even told Sarah a second ago when Sarah gave me the 5-minute warning to start. I'm like, it's gonna take me 5 minutes to get these on. So they do take. You've got to get them in the right spot. Get them plucked out. Don't just step in and yank them up. Once you get them right, then they stay. Then you're good. They stay. Ta-da. And you just don't ever want to take them off. They feel so good. Okay. Sean, great question. When you sit down, due to the always stretch in these, your panel does not shift. Okay. The panel is a different construction than what the legs are. So when you sit, your sitting is coming from your leg stretch and not from your panel stretch. Your panel stays. Not shift. Okay, so you're shifting, and what you need, to go over your booty when you sit down is coming from your leg stretch, that always stretch, and not from the panel stretch. Okay. Amanda was in her normal size. Everyone's been in their normal size, and then you saw Natalie, where she is between sizes, where she suggested she could go down, being that she was in between sizes, for a more suck you in panel fit, or the be in the large size for more smoothing fit and less suck you in. Okay, yes, Amanda, there are more daily leggings coming. These are very opposite than very opposite than daily leggings. Okay, daily leggings you don't feel at all. These you step in and you feel, whoa, I look and feel one size smaller, 2 sizes smaller than what I am. So if you need a good confidence boost, especially after the holidays, and you want that, like, I just need to, whether I can't get toned up right now, I need something to do that for me, that's these. Okay, any questions? We're gonna move on. I know I just said I could spend an hour on these and then I just spend 30 minutes on these. Once you get them in your right place, like I said, once you gotta get your legs on, watch the video, get your legs on, get that panel, pull it up, shift that panel, start it where you want it to suck that in. Get this part right where you want it, okay? And then they don't stay. They move. Now you guys are saying more colors. Okay. More colors. Let's see if we can do that. Lisa Marie, in my previous 25 pounds ago, I would have still worn the small, but I would have, I was fit in these at that size, and that was the size that I preferred, but I had a lot more tension in the panel in that, that weight. So I still wore it. I still could get it on fine. It still stayed fine. Still didn't roll. I wore that size. So I wear the same size now. Again, you guys, they have stretch, and then the material has compression. So kind of, it's gonna grow with you. You're just gonna add compression. Obviously, if your size goes up or if your size changes, you'll get more compression in the waist. Or if you go down in size, you'll just feel a little bit less compression. Beth. Yes, so the material in the legs is not, you'll see when you get these. I don't think you can see it even if I hold it up. Maybe you can. Okay. Nope. Yes, there you can. Okay, see the compression panel here? The texture in that is very different than the texture in the legs. That is due to this needing to be the compression factor, but you still have that nice tension, suck you in, feel very, very close to your body in the legs, okay? They kind of have this kind of butt lifting, toning, like it feels, what you feel in the waist is very different than what you feel in the legs, but because there's more control in the waist, but the material still offers that really good close to your body, suck you in foot. And yes, someone asked if it's bend proof. It's bend proof, okay? Gina, that would be a question. If you do size down, you might not be as squat proof because you're using more stretch in the material. So that would be the only reason. If you're worried about being squat proof, you do have to stay in your normal size. Obviously, the more you stretch the material, the more stretch you're using in the material. If you're sizing down, you might not be as squat proof. Okay, yeah, more colors. Karen says, can you work out in them? I mean, you can. You can. We didn't design them as athleisure. A lot of athleisure fabrications are moisture wicking, like have all these, you know, that are intended for like heavy lifting, squats, stuff like that. We didn't design them to be that. They do have the flat lock seams. The flat lock we have to do on this material to keep its integrity with its stretch. So it does have a very just flat seam on the inside, on the seaming. It's not an inside seam because we have to hold, you know, that has to really hold the integrity of this fabric with it wanting to suck you in while you're wanting to stretch it out.